welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I will be doing another haul. The reason for that is because I have bought quite a lot of products, and from this video, whatever you guys want to see, any kind of palette that you guys want me to use or review or get to know the formula better, I will do that. So any kind of product that you guys want to know more about, then from there I will do a tutorial on. A couple references of products that are coming out that I quickly want to mention that I will be buying, that you guys can let me know if you guys want a review on as soon as it comes out, is the new Morphe x James Charles collaboration, which will be releasing on November 13th at Morphe and November 16th on Ulta.com. So I will be buying that. Not sure if I want to buy it on Morphe or if I want to buy it on Ulta, but I'll decide whenever they come out. Also, the Jeffree Star Alien palette, which is releasing on November 9th, and that will be $52, which I will be buying since I love Jeffree Star and I own all of his palettes. I want to add that one to my collection. That one will come out next week. The Dominique Cosmetics Berries and Cream palette, which will release on November 16th, I believe, and will be retailing for $44. I will be buying that one since I really like Dominique Cosmetics, and I want to see if this is the same formula as a Pink Lemonade or if it stayed true to the formula as the Latte palette, which she first released. And last but not least is the I believe it's, yeah, I think I mentioned 3 out of the 4. Sydney Graceco Autumn Rain palette retails for $52 and is releasing, I believe, November 10th. And the 5th one, there's not 4, there's 5, is the Sigma Beauty x Beautybird collaboration. She's coming out with an eyeshadow palette. It has really gorgeous shades. It's retailing for $49 and it releases on November 9th as well. I know that they are releasing Glamlight and a couple other brands are releasing a couple other palettes that have been teased, but they don't have confirmation yet, so I can't really add them to the list and let you guys know like pricing and where you guys can buy them and stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with the haul. Again, if you guys want any reviews, let me know in the comments down below. I will make sure I get to that. I'm going to get started with some new products that I got, and they're all from Sephora. Well, you guys can get them all at Sephora. I bought one from Ulta, and I'll explain why in a bit. So, as you guys know, I got, well, I don't know if any of you guys know, if you guys haven't seen like my other videos, or maybe I haven't shown it in a video yet, but I did buy the Urban Decay Original Naked Palette because it was on sale. Supposedly, it has been said that they were going to discontinue it, so they ended up deducting the price point from $54 to $27. Now, that was a really great price. I really have always wanted all the Naked palettes, to be honest, even though I don't think that they are the most, like, unique color range. They are very beautiful and they are very iconic, so as a makeup collector, I would like to have all of them. Easily, I bought the Urban Decay Naked palette when it first went on sale at Ulta, and now I have added more to my collection. So, I ended up getting the Naked 3 palette, which is actually from Sephora. I bought it during the first BIB. Well, this is the Rouge sale. Last weekend they had it, and then this weekend they have it again. So I ended up getting the Naked 3 palette, and this is what it looks like. Very rosy, and I'm sorry if it looks very washed out, but my lights are very bright so you guys can see things clearly. So yeah, this one I actually paid less than $50 for. I believe my total was like $46. I only ended up buying this palette because I actually ended up buying the palette that I will show you guys right now on Sephora to become a Rouge, because I wasn't too far from becoming a Rouge. I have bought a lot of things from Sephora this year. There's been a lot of releases that have intrigued me, so I wasn't too far. I ended up getting the Huda Beauty Rose Gold Remastered. Now, I have the original. I have the Rose Gold palette, the one that came with the clear plastic packaging, but I did want to try this one out because I really love Huda Beauty's formula. And so this is what she looks like. She's very, very pretty, and I really like per formula. I know a lot of people do find that these palettes are very expensive because they do retail for $65. Again, it was more because I knew I wanted the palette for my collection, and also it was the amount for me to become rouge. So I wanted to take advantage of like the rouge, like the rouge deals, the rouge like perks. So yeah, I did recently also pick up the Huda Beauty Nude palette. I actually ended up picking it up during the second weekend, which is this weekend, November 2nd to November 4th, I believe, or maybe it's November 6th, I'm not sure, for the Rouge sale. So that's what I picked up. So yeah, if you guys want to know more about that palette, definitely let me know. I can do like a review on stuff on it. So this is the Naked Urban Decay Cherry palette, which is new. I'm not sure if you guys can see how beautiful the packaging is because it will reflect off my lights. So this palette is actually very, very pretty. It has all of these more rosy cherry shades, but it's not really red like a cherry would be. It's more muted. That one I actually bought off Ulta because they were giving a 500 bonus point perk if you bought the palette. So I ended up buying it, and it gave me a lot of points, which is really cool because it was already a palette that I kind of wanted to get, and that was just easier, and plus I had a 20% off coupon at Ulta as well. So yeah, Ulta has been doing a lot of 20% off coupons. The next palette that we have is actually the Jcat X-treme Access Pocket Shadow, which are really pretty, and it comes with 3. So I'm going to show you guys all 3. Let me just quickly open them up. So this is 2 of them. Ow, that hurt my skin. So this is 2 of them. This one is Red Carpet Premiere, and this one is Pops of Paparazzi. So these are the palettes. This one is like warm neutrals, and this is the colorful one. And then we have the more like neutral with like more fall shades. And this one is called Walk of Stardom, and this one's very, very pretty. Very perfect for the fall and like holiday months. And all of these I believe retail for, let's see, I paid $24 for all 3, so maybe they're around like $7, maybe $6 or $7. But I ended up ordering them from the Jcat Beauty website because they had free shipping on $24 or $24.99 or $25. I forgot. But it basically accumulated to what these would have been. So I was like, hey. I want to try them out just because I've never tried anything from Jcat, and these were really nice. I really like the packaging, like the beige. I think it's really sleek. They do have a lot more palettes, but those were the ones that caught my attention. So the next palette is Give Me Glow Cosmetics, and these are all brandly new. A lot of palettes that have just came out. So this is the Give Me Glow Grunge palette, and this is so pretty. It's like a very beautiful taupe, and it has a gold accent for like the writing, but it's very, very gorgeous. And are you guys ready to see the shades? I'm pretty sure you guys have seen the shades if you guys follow Indie Makeup Spotlight created by Amy Loves Makeup. But these are the shades, and they're really pretty. I really love the shade Punk. Also, Grunge is very, very nice and very perfect for like this fall time. Mainly, if you were to take these 2 colors, it would be a neutral palette, but I still think it's very gorgeous, and I am very excited to play with it. The Grunge palette retails for, I believe, $42 or $44. I paid $48 for it, I think, though, because I had to pay for shipping, which was $8, and I was not happy for it. But I still paid like maybe, no, I think I did pay like $52 maybe for it. But they do have a coupon code, but they send it to you once you already buy the palette, so would have been helpful. I think it's like Hello Fall 10. I'm not sure if anyone can use it, but you can try if you want to get it and you don't want to pay for shipping. I'll leave the code below in case you guys do want to use it though. Alright, so the next purchase was actually from a brand that I've never heard of until recently, when I saw that a lot of the girls that I follow that do makeup on Instagram were promoting this brand, and I was curious to see what they were about. So, per usual, they have 4 palettes, and I always want to see if I can get all of them, just so that way I can try everything out and know like how the quality is. And it was just a much better deal to get all 4. The reason why is because they had a 25% off site-wide sale going on, so it took my purchase from being like almost $90 to $66, which wasn't bad, and they already covered for the free shipping with orders of $50, so it was just overall better, is what I justify, what I tell myself to make myself feel better, right? So this is the Morphe Cosmetics palette, and this is the Sweet Paradise Destiny Eye. So these are all the Destiny eyeshadow palettes. Yeah, Destiny Eye and Face palette. So this one is Sweet Paradise. They don't have a mirror, but this is the shades that come in here. Now what I want to do with this palette, because I'm sure you guys can tell from looking at it, well, at least when I first looked at it, it reminded me a lot of the Be Perfect Cosmetics Stacey Marie MUA palette that came out earlier this year, and everyone loves that palette. It is such a great palette, and I love it. So yeah, I want to see if they compare, if the shades are very similar, because this one is $22, and I believe the Be Perfect Cosmetics one is like $50 or maybe close to $60, so I want to see if they are similar. I did pick up the Discover Me, and this one is more of your warm berry tone palette, and this one is super, super pretty. I really love the pops of berry and like pink and coral that it has in there. I just think they're very pretty. And then I also picked up the Meant to Be, which is more of like your rosy toned. This one's very, very pretty. I love their take on like rosy shades. I wish more brands would do something like this, because a lot of these shades are very pretty. Like, I feel like this was what the Naked Cherry should have been. Like, they're just very pretty. Like, I don't know. The color scheme of this is very nice. And then last but not least is the neutral cool tone one. And this one is what she looks like. This is what she looks like. Again, mainly all neutral. And this one is more cool tone. So, of course, they only have 4. I don't know if those are all of the palettes that they have on their website, but those are the palettes that I decided to try out. Again, each one retails for $22. They come with 4 highlighters and how many eyeshadows? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 20 eyeshadows and 4 highlighters. So technically you get like 3 highlighters and a blush. So it's a very, very nice, sturdy packaging, and I'm excited. Like, I'm really excited to play with those. Next up is from the Makeup Shack, and this is one of the palettes that caught my eye, and the reason why is because I think I follow the Makeup Shack on Instagram, and one day I was, you know, just scrolling through anything, and I was like, oh, this looks really pretty. And then I realized it was only $17, and I was like, let me see. Let me see what this palette is all about. So it is freaking huge, by the way. Okay, let me not dig my thumb into the bottom corner, because that's not cute. So this is what the palette looks like. It has a nice variety of mattes and shimmers. Let's see, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mattes, and then you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, because there's 12. Wow, I know how to do math. So yeah, there's 6 shimmers and there's 6 mattes. So, very nice. This gold shade down here, though, do you guys see that? Like, You guys see that pigmentation? They feel very smooth and very soft. So I'm excited to see how they perform on the eyes. This is that gold shade, by the way. I suck at swatches, but that's what it looks like, and that's what we're going for. And wow, I got it all over my pants, which they are light wash, and that's gonna be a mess. Okay, so the next one is the Warrior 2 palette by Juvia's Place, and she's an all matte palette, the first of its kind. It is a neutral palette, but it is the first all matte edition that Juvia's Place has created. A lot of people were very, I feel like, very constructive. So this is the first of its kind, and people reacted, I feel like they weren't as excited about this palette as they have been about other palettes. The reason why is a lot of more people thought they were gonna include a palette that had like a lot more purples or a lot more red variation, something that we know Juvia's Place is familiar to do, which is do color, but do it in a way that is just so eye-catching all the time. And when we see neutrals, or we see something that we're just like, oh well, we've already seen that, and they're all matte, I feel like a lot more people weren't as excited as maybe I anticipated them to be, because I'm always excited when Juvia's Place releases a palette. So you get 9 matte shades. These are neutral. This one is more of like a peachy, like an orange shade, and like a reddish brown. I wish they wouldn't have put this bone shade in here and added like a green or a navy, or maybe replaced one of these 2 shades and added something more deep, like a berry. I feel like a berry would be, like a berry shade would be very, very gorgeous in here to replace this and give it more of an accent. Because I feel like some of these shades, they already have in other palettes, and I feel like this is like a dark gray shade and this is a black. So on the eye, I may not be able to tell the difference between these 2 shades, or I may be able to deepen up the gray to make it look like the black. Or a lot of times I don't even put gray in my crease. Like, it's not really a shade that I go for, but that's maybe just me. Like, the people that really love the shades in here, it might just be my personal take on this, but I would have much preferably liked if they didn't add this bone shade, added something else, and then switched out a black or the dark gray, for all I care, honestly. I felt that way when I talked about the Juvia's Place Warrior palette. I would have liked if they didn't add that like darkish brown in there, because it just, I don't feel like it was that appealing to my eye, and they would have added a different brown or even like a lighter transition color, if that makes any sense. The Warrior line, I feel like, is going to be the neutral line, but there's still hope. They did say that they were going to create a rainbow matte palette, so I'm still very excited to see what their take on that is going to be. Which the Thrive palette, if you guys haven't already seen it, is like a lime green packaging, and that one also looks very pretty, so we might see something that we like on that one. We never know. But yeah, this one does retail for $20. Again, it's very affordable, and you guys can use a discount code and get it for a pretty good price. I think I paid like $20.66 for this, because I had to get it, I had to pay for shipping. So yeah, moving on to a new palette that maybe a lot of you guys have not already heard of, but I'm always on Instagram, I'm always following a ton of different brands, so maybe the ones I'll show you next will be new to you, but of course they're never new to me. So but when there is something that's already been out, but most of the time I'm always stalking these pages, that's like my duty, that's what I like to do. So this is the Be Bella GoPro Volume 2. Now, if you guys have seen my eyeshadow collection videos, I will leave it linked up in the cards if you guys have not already. But if you guys have seen that video, then you guys would know that I own the Be Bella Pro palettes. I like their Maroon Mayhem, their Slayette, their other 2 like neutral editions. They're very, very nice to blend on the eye. They're very gorgeous, and they're very affordable. I believe they retail for $30 less, $30 or less each palette. So this palette was no different. I think I paid like $30 for this. because of the shipping, but I also had a discount code. So what I was getting to is that I do have the volume 1, which is very, very gorgeous, but I'm very excited about this one because it has stunning shades. So this is what she looks like, and she's more of like the, I feel like the holiday sister of the volume 1, because you have your berries, your oranges, like this one could create a really, really pretty eye. Your warm tone's still here, but you have a burgundy, a brown, and then you have greens here. And I've never seen a shade like Quarry, I hope I'm not messing that up, and Pine Dust in a palette, which is what I feel like, honestly, so many palettes are lacking. I feel like they don't. There's so many shades of green and blue that the fact that people just keep using an aqua, a teal, and a fucking, like, royal blue is beyond me. Like, there's so many shades of purple and green and blue for you guys to just add neutrals, and one pop is like not okay. And B Bella, I feel like, did such a great job at adding your neutrals, but also making sure that you guys get those holiday festive colors if you do want a pop of color without it being a red or a green. This one is really, really great. I highly recommend it if you guys have, like, even if you don't have a lot of neutrals in your palette. I mean, even if you don't have like a lot of color or neutrals in your collection, I honestly feel like this palette is just everything. Like, it's so pretty. I love it. And it's more prettier to me in person than it is in pictures. So, speaking of affordability and just really affordable brands that I really like, Beauty Creations, also owned by Esmeralda, came out with 2 of her palettes. I saw that the Murillo twins, if you guys aren't familiar, I follow the Murillo twins on Instagram, and they were meeting with Beauty Creations, so I'm not sure if they are going to be releasing a collaboration palette with them, but I'm very excited to see if they will, because I really liked how Glamlight collaborated with Alondra Desi. I'm a big fan of Alondra. I think her and Elsie are so funny, so I bought her palette. But these are from the owner of Beauty Creations. She came out with Esmeralda and Esmeralda 2. So the packaging, first of all, is so cute. I really, really love it. And this is what the Esmeralda palette looks like. It does have a mirror, but I'm going to show you guys the shades. This one has a lot of neutrals, but also, again, like, really nice mattes and, like, pop of colors. Like, for example, you get, like, the olive. You get this olive shade, like this peach, your mustard, your orange, like this nice navy blue teal color. And the shimmer swatch, so phenomenal. I'm very excited to use this. By the way, I thought they were going to be like larger, but they're like pretty small. But I still feel like they're really nice for like traveling and stuff. So, and it came in really nice like packaging. Like really, it came in like a little opening packaging. I think I have it, but I don't feel like taking it out. So the next palette is Esmeralda 2, and this one is a lot more deeper. It has a lot more berries and a lot more shimmers than this one, I feel, but this one is still very, very pretty. I swatched some of these yesterday, and I was really blown away by the quality of these, and I just think they'll all create a really nice eye. So these retail for, I believe they're like $10 or around that price. I will leave it on the screen because I'm not for sure, because I bought the bundle, and the bundle was $24.99. So yeah, it was lit. Alright, so the next palette is actually one that I have been waiting so long for it to get here, and it's completely worth the wait. This is actually a brand that has just revamped their whole line. I think it was Makeup Monsters Cosmetics. Again, I will leave it on the screen because I have the worst short-term memory. So this is the new Menageri. I believe that's what it's called. Menageri. I always fuck up at pronouncing shit, and then you guys clock me for it, but it's fine. This palette is super pretty though. So this is what the package looks like, and it's just green and just really pretty. So this is what the shades look like. My nose is really itchy, and I'm also very sniffly, so I'm sorry. So you have like this hot pink, this olive, this darker, deeper green called Ivy, this lime green, a yellow, a more bright orange, a nice like purple flex, a coral shade, and then your 4 brown. So this is like a darker taupe shade, if that makes sense. Like that's a swatch of it right there if you guys can see it. Like your transition shade, a nice light base, and then like a pinky shade. I'm just gonna swatch these because I feel like they look kind of boring, and maybe they'll look boring on my hand, but they do have different dimension when I swatch them, and they are very pretty. Last but not least is the ColourPop Brown Sugar Pressed Powder Palette, and I legit just got this today. Do you guys see a scratch on it? It has a scratch like right here. I don't know if it's a scratch or if it's like some type of glue, but yeah, it's like on the palette. So this was the collaboration they did once again with Karrueche. If you guys don't know who Karrueche is, she is a actress, I believe. Actress, model? I don't know if she sings. So this is what these shades look like. They're all brown this time. The first time that she came out with a palette, they were mainly like berries, but not really like super bright in your face. They were still very neutral, and they were more like satins, mattes, and shimmers. This one again has a good variety, but you have 6 mattes and 3 shimmers, which I think is really, really nice. It reminds me a lot of the Juvia's Place Warrior palette, but of course these have smaller pans. Of course anyone can use this collection, but I thought it was really cool how the ad had like all types of women of color but had different tones, and I feel like she represented this very well by doing like the darker nudes for women of color. It's just, I don't know, I really like how ColourPop did that. I thought it was a really great collection just to make sure that everyone feels included. So I picked up the palette just because I'm a collector of ColourPop palettes, and I'm really excited either way to try it out because the shades looked very neat. Again, really sorry that I haven't posted in a long time. The reason why is because I'm a shitty human being, and sometimes it's just better to like, to relax, because like work and life is stressful. So, you know, when I'm not at work, I'm obviously at home taking a nap, sleeping my depression away. So, yeah, I sleep a lot, maybe more than I should, because that's honestly why I get lazy and why I don't want to film, and then I blame on the excuse that I have like really bushy eyebrows for me not filming, but that's unacceptable. Thank you guys so much for the people that have still continued to watch my videos and left me comments and subscribe to my channel. Like, I think that's really dope. I haven't uploaded in 3-4 weeks, maybe like a month, because it's maybe less than a month, but close to already being a month, because the last time I uploaded was October 7th, and it's already about to be November 9th, next Friday. Nonetheless, throughout me not uploading and subscribing to my channel, we're almost at 1,800 subscribers, which is crazy. So I hope that we can hit 2,000 by the end of the year, just so that way we can start out the 2019 year with 2,000 subscribers and work our way up from there, hopefully being better YouTubers, because we don't love a YouTuber that doesn't upload. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope that you guys did indeed enjoy it, and I might be uploading like different content on my channel. I really want to do like murder videos, or maybe like crime watch videos, or conspiracies, or more story times. So if you guys are into those, definitely make sure to keep into my channel for the next week or so, because I want to not only bore you guys like makeup videos, I want to be a creator that does different types of videos. Hit your notification bell so you guys are always notified of when I do decide to upload, because I don't have a schedule, because again, look what happened. I try to create a schedule and then I don't upload for 3 weeks. So subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and I will see you guys all in my next video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.